You're tired of the pandemic. It's been all about the kids. And now it's your time. It's your time to get your juices flowing again and getting excited about what's next. In this video, we're talking about your back to school moment and how to discover what's next for you. I love September and this time of year as we wrap up the fun and the relaxed nature of summer and start to get back into routines. This is a great time to do some self-reflection. What are your goals? What are you learning? Maybe you're starting to get bored and just ready to get your juices flowing again. And it's time for you to go back to school. I am such a big believer in lifelong learning, and I think that's a hallmark of successful people, of always wanting to grow. I read something really great from Maxwell Maltz. He says, retiring is the opposite of living. As Maxwell Maltz says, maybe it's not literal retirement for you, but that desire to grow, to learn. There's no such thing as just staying still. We're either growing or we're dying. So what's next for you? How are you going to go back to school this year and this fall? So is that taking a class you've always wanted to take? Is it learning a new language, trying something you've always wanted to try? One of the things that this pandemic has done for us globally is made learning so much more accessible. We can take yoga classes from people all over the world. There's classes being offered online. So that part of you that said, I'll do it when I have the time, or I'll do it when the kids are in school, now's the time. What are you waiting for? I encourage you to create a back to school plan for yourself. Once you've got the family settled in, take some time to reflect on how are you committing to grow this fall. How are you expanding yourself, knowing that we are meant to grow, we're meant to expand. So what does that look like for you? And I would love for you to comment below. What's your back to school plan? What's something new that you'll be trying or you'll be learning this fall? And let's support each other and get that creative juice going together. So how do you get those juices flowing? How do you decide what you should try? One of the questions that we work with in the programs that I offer is, what would I love? So think about things that you've always been interested in. Maybe many years ago you used to love to paint or to draw, or maybe you have an idea for a new business or product or service that you think would be great and you've always been curious about bringing that to market. Is now the time to really invest in that idea? So think about things that really spark your interest. What magazines do you like to read? What are some of your friends or family doing? And you're like, oh, that sounds really interesting. Just paying attention to those things that give you life and there's a spark in it. And again, now is such a great time because there's so many introductory classes and opportunities for online learning. So it's very, very accessible. So as kids go back to school, it's your time to really ask, what's my back to school moment? How am I committing to my lifelong growth? And as you do that, you will be living your best life now, not waiting for retirement, not waiting for anything, but now's your moment. So get your juices flowing now. This is Stacey Berger, transformational coach in life and business, and here's to you living a life you love.